Hey everybody, welcome to Gimme A Song. My name is Jeff Phipps and I am your host. Today we have on...
Myke Anthony, what's going down? What's up, Jeff?
Hey, how are you doing?
Jeffrey! Sorry.
You're fine, yeah. Jeffrey, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of Jeff puns lately.
What's the Jeff pun?
Well, like apparently, like the Jeffrey from the Take Him to the Greek. They called the one strand of weed the Jeffrey.
I didn't see Get Him to the Greek.
Oh, well, lucky you, because like every one of those people is scumbags.
Is that Jonah Hill?
Yeah, and Diddy.
Diddy's in it?
Yeah. Right. And so there's a what do you call it? A blunt, and it's called the Jeffrey.
Why did you go like this?
I don't know.
You really don't smoke weed.
I really don't smoke weed. I don't know.
That's a different blunt.
Yeah, well, that's a different blunt. That's how I smoke my blunts.
Jesus. All right.
Anyway,
it's your lifestyle.
We've never talked about. So anyway, there's the Jeffrey, and it's like they hit that, and it's like you don't even remember what happened to you.
Oh, okay.
And it's like sneaky, like a name like Jeff.
Yeah. Who directed that?
I couldn't tell you. I don't care.
Is it some top fillers?
Maybe. Who knows? Like one of his cronies or something. I have no idea.
One of his cronies.
Maybe. I don't know. It definitely wasn't Todd Phillips.
Got it. Okay.
Because his movies are like really, well, except for the last Joker movie, like usually pretty good.
Did you watch that?
Not yet. It's
Are
on
you going
HBO.
to?
Yeah. Well, you got to now.
Why you got to?
Because everybody's said how bad it was.
Well, can we curse on this?
Yeah.
So if everybody shit on it, like there's some movies, like I'm a huge movie buff.
Yeah.
And like if people really shit on a movie that hard, sometimes they have a point.
Sometimes.
Although, if you get a group of friends and you like watching shitty movies together, so it's a good time, it could be a good time. But if you're watching a shitty movie by yourself and you're like, why did I just give, and I'm sure that movie's like 2 hours, so why did I give this bad movie 2 hours of my time?
To judge whether or not it was like, truly bad.
And to truth be told, like, do you pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Do you, based off the things you watch off their scores?
No.
True, because do you remember the movie Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes completely shit on it. I thought it was a classic.
It is classic.
You know, you got 3 generations of comedy in there, so I love, Harlem Nights.
There's probably like a 20% like mark for being like a black movie, right?
Yeah.
Like automatically. It's like, okay, well, it was a good movie, but
However,
it
was an all-star black cast. So,
right, yeah. So you know.
Yeah.
I don't think Rotten. I look at it to see like, okay, and I really haven't been reading reviews anymore. I read the review for The Force Awakens.
Okay.
And they were like, it's a lot like Star Wars. And I was like, oh shit, they remade Star Wars.
The first Star Wars?
Yeah. Like, if you ever watched Star Wars and then The Force Awakens?
Like New Hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's beat for beat the same movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Girl out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Gets on the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Runs into Han Solo. Learns about the Force.
Yeah.
What's the main thing? It's that giant Death Star destroying planets. And then they got to blow it up.
Yeah.
And then not Darth Maul. What's his name?
Yeah. Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver kills his dad.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Kills his dad just like they killed Obi-Wan. And then that's it. Same movie.
Yeah.
And so I saw one review that said it was like beat for beat. It was like similar. It said similar to.
Did you watch that review before you watched the movie? I mean, did you read that review? Do you always read reviews before you watch movies?
I don't. That was the last one.
Okay. Yeah.
That was it. And I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Did you enjoy Force Awakens?
I did. I hated The Last Jedi. I really hated Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah, when he threw the lightsaber and all that stuff. Yeah.
I have so many issues. I could do a similar like Star Wars show and just like rail on Star Wars.
Well, people do that, and this is my thing. Like I know there's so many Star Wars fans that hate Star Wars. I think it's the popular thing for Star Wars fans to hate Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's a lot to hate.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hate Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like as a movie, as an idea, like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by the way, the Emperor's been back this whole time.
This whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, sometimes they write themselves in the box and be like, oh, how.
But there was a script for Rise of Skywalker or whatever they were going to call it, completely different movie.
Okay.
And they just didn't go with it.
Right.
Because so many people were like upset about The Last Jedi that they changed. That one was like way different. It was like Luke was like torturing Kylo Ren and Mustafar. We're getting really into the Star Wars weeds.
That's fine. I mean,
so anyway, that one would have been good, I think, or at least different.
Right.
And it would have kept on with what they did. But instead, they were like, "Oh, all that stuff didn't happen. Kylo Ren's not troubled at all. He really wants to be a bad guy, and now he's got, the emperors.
Yeah,
Like,
and come to find out they're twins and
yeah.
What I did like what was the prequel to New Hope?
Rogue One.
That was hard.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah.
And I also, when they do movies like that, you already know that everybody's going to die because these people are not talking.
Right, they're not in the sequel. They're not mentioned.
They're not going to make it. And I think that's what made it dope, but also it really set the tone for, like, obviously everybody goes off for the last 10 seconds when Darth Vader shows up as Darth Vader. So, yeah.
Have you seen Andor while we're talking
Star Wars? I did watch Andor.
Yeah, and it was like
slow burn. Slow burn. If you can get through the first 2-3 episodes, it really kicks up.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
so I don't hate everything Star Wars, just a handful of things. I didn't watch The Acolyte, so.
I mean, you hate black women. I understand.
Yeah, well. All right. Hey, so you're going to be the 15th episode. We took a break. We're retooling. We actually bought Shure mics. I couldn't get them working.
Yeah.
So that's why we're using these still. Still working on an audio solution. Hopefully this turns out better because the sound's been an issue.
Yeah.
But I got sponsorship while I was out.
Okay. I hope you got any receipts too for the Shure mics.
Yes, I do. There was on Amazon. Did you know like the return policy on mics is like short? It's like a month usually because like that's so you don't like use it to like film a wedding or something and then like do like a project and then send them back.
That's what people do.
I know, but that's
where people wear clothes. People be like, I got a date. I'm gonna wear this tux, and take it back, or they rent a car. So
yeah. But we got
Bezos.
We got sponsorship now. So
I
got a sponsorship for the show. All right. So we have sponsors now. Today's sponsor is Brownies for to treat seasonal depression. So Frownies are made with 75% serotonin and 85% sugar. The chemical used to treat the SADS is serotonin, right?
Yeah.
It's now available in your grocer's freezer. Claims of treatment are not supported by the FDA or any other regulatory commission, and that also includes the Bush administration. So if you're, then the saying apparently is, feeling down, bite into a Frownie today. So that's our first sponsor.
Got it.
Of the show.
Sound like they selling drugs.
They just sound. It sounds a little druggish, but it's Frownies for brownies to treat seasonal depression. So check your local grocer's freezer. Hopefully you can find them soon.
Word.
Yeah.
You got a discount? Be like Jeffrey.
No, you know what? They sent me like a 6-month supply, and I'm like, I won't even need these in the summer.
Well, give me some. I need an extra dose of serotonin.
All right, Myke Anthony. Do you go by Mike or Michael? Like you put it's either or, right? It's interchangeable. It's the same thing with me and Jeffrey now. It's it's interchangeable. What do you do?
I do this. I'm sitting in my kitchen right now talking to Jeffrey or Jeff, talking about Frownies. No, I do stand-up comedy, and I do stand-up comedy, and I'm bopping around the city. I get around and out of town, and work with a few comics that I know and got to love when I was in LA. So yeah, man, I'm just working. Okay.
What would you say your biggest success? Maybe I'm on Frownies. Biggest success. Yeah, maybe I need some. Yeah. What is your? What would you say your biggest success or accomplishment has been in stand-up comedy?
Probably as of just recently. One of the. I'll take them all as, I won't say a success. It would probably be another goal or notch in the belt, or just something that I didn't think that I wanted something until it actually happened. I was like, oh, that was dope, and that was working with a friend of mine, Theo Vaughn. He did the T-Mobile Arena in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope. So yeah, doing that, and just seeing Adam really blow up with the Dr. Phil and doing shows with him, and working with D.L. Hughley, that was really, really dope. Just seeing him every other Sunday. When I was working at TMZ, I would see him at LAX, and he knew I had a St. Louis hat, so I was talking. And off camera, I was always talk to him shop about comedy and whatnot. And then I'm just hanging out to laugh. And I was at the point in my life where I was just really in my addiction with alcohol and drugs. Didn't want to get off the couch. I would just binge and play Red Dead Redemption and just get all just. I even started developing an accent. I started talking like a cowboy, and I was like, "Oh man, my life is whatever." And then a friend of mine,
he's got a plan.
Yeah. Then a friend of mine had said, "Hey man, come out to the Laugh Factory, come hang out. And I know Russell Peters, so he's like, come on, me and Russell gonna be there, and Dio's there. So Dio saw me, he was like, Myke, I'm going to St. Louis. And you know, when most folks tell me they're going to St. Louis, they kind of want to know where's the next barbecue spot, where's the best place to get some food. But he was like, you want to work with me? And I was like, let me check my schedule. Yeah, I definitely want to work with you. So, you know, him taking care of me and working with him, and you know, every time he comes to St. Louis, I either hang out with him or get to work with him. So, you know, and just seeing that and seeing the trajectory of my career from when it first started to where it is now, which is, you know, you never know what's going on because you just feel like you're in the zone. You're just kind of working, and you're like, oh, that thing happened. That's cool, you know, and especially if it's something that's in control, whereas it's something that's not in your control, like the whole Wayne thing when he's upset that he didn't get to do the Super Bowl. I'm like, well, if you're not even in the conversation to have a job, why would you be upset about a job you didn't get?
Is it Wayne's fault he doesn't get the Super Bowl?
It's not Wayne's fault.
Sure it is.
It's not. It's Kendrick's fault.
It's Kendrick's fault?
It's Kendrick's fault. No, it's no one's fault.
But I mean, but Wayne's not in a position to headline the Super Bowl.
Why not?
Because have you seen Wayne live?
I have.
Okay. And then did you walk away thinking GOAT, or did you walk away thinking...
I'm thinking he's definitely a GOAT.
Yes. Okay, but do you think his live performance is, like, good? I
mean, yeah, his live performance is good, but are we talking about someone that's hot right now and that can really put on a show? No.
I think it's... and Kendrick's, like, right at the line of, like, known outside of hip-hop. Mm-hmm. Like, Drake... You know, he says he's been offered it. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I don't
Speculation.
Speculation. Of course, what else is he going to say at this point? It's like, oh yeah, of course I was offered.
Of course, yeah.
But
and I'm gonna sue the NFL
like
too.
you're like, so like my sister would know who Drake is.
Yeah.
My sister probably doesn't know who Kendrick Lamar is.
But she probably knows who Lil Wayne is.
No, that's my point. Like, I think less people know. Like, you know Drake.
Yeah.
You know Kendrick Lamar now.
She know who Usher is.
Yes.
And I think that's where your point is making when you make to a certain universal...
Correct. Those people headline the Super Bowl.
So, true, especially if you looked at the list of all the artists that has performed at the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I knew of Maroon 5. I knew, of course, everybody. I love Lady Gaga. Right. And, you know, Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Taylor Swift hasn't done it yet.
Really?
Really.
You sure?
Uh-huh. You want to? I've already won $5 on this show. It's the only money I've made from it. I made $5 from Phil, Philip Cornell, buddy of ours.
Yeah.
Who I asked him, same topic, exact same topic. So this is great. I'm going to make so much money off this stupid Super Bowl. So I said, hey, do you think Kendrick Lamar is going to drop anything before the Super Bowl? And he said, and I was like, $1 bet. And he said, let's make it $5. And he said no.
He said no?
He said no. And I was like, there's no way he doesn't.
He doesn't listen to Kendrick Lamar.
No, he doesn't. And he dropped that, like, we recorded on a Wednesday night, and he put out that album that Friday.
You should go back and circle him and be like, do you think he'll drop another before the Super Bowl?
He's definitely dropping another one before the Super Bowl.
Well, I know that, but I'm trying to get you another $5. So you can keep me $2.50.
I'll bug him later. Anyway, Taylor Swift has never performed the Super Bowl. Do you want to bet on it or not?
That she's never have?
Never have.
Well, I'm not going to go. I mean, you know white people better than I do, so yeah.
Why do I know white people better?
You know Taylor Swift has not played for the Super Bowl, so I did not know that. So
well, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I did grow up around white people.
Okay.
You know, my dad is white.
Well,
so.
Does he know who Kendrick Lamar is?
He will on the Super Bowl. I don't know what words he'll say about it.
Yeah.
He might have some choice descriptions for the young man. But Kendrick's already played the Super Bowl.
Of course.
So you should know him. He was at the Dr. Dre one.
Well, maybe he walked out during that time.
And maybe
he walked out. He's like, "Who's this Anderson .Paak and why is 50 Cent looking like $1?" You know, so he probably walked out.
Poor 50, just struggling to get that.
He's fine. He's fine.
It's like, I can do one. Don't make me do more than these. Oh man. So I asked people to give me a song. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know the story why? I always offer. Mm-hmm. If you don't, it's okay. I did tell you off camera, so do you want to know on camera?
Do I want to know on camera on why you gave me the song?
No. We'll get to that. We'll get to that when we talk about my song. Do you want to know the story behind the podcast? Yes or no?
Oh, do I want to hear the story over again on camera?
Okay, so no. Thank you. I'm trying to get away from this, but not everybody watches the podcast who comes on.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're like, oh, you're doing a podcast? I'll come on your podcast.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, well, there's a lot of strings.
So how many times have you told the story on camera on how the podcast was?
At least 10.
Okay,
So we're good.
Number 15?
Yeah, we're good.
They don't know that.
All right. So anyway, do you think the guy of the song you gave me, could he do the Super Bowl?
Of course.
Okay, and what was the song you gave me, and who's it by?
Oh, Ice Cube, Good Day.
All right, it was a good day.
It was a good day, great day,
Okay.
And it was a great day for the Dodgers because they actually won.
Okay, don't do this because we're getting mad. All right, real quick. So this is the point of this movie. This is the point of the show where we pause.
It's the point of the
movie.
movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's all a movie. And you pause and you go listen to the songs. These two songs today, like, you don't really need to go back and listen to, but if you've never heard them before, you should go listen to them. So the song he gave me is "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube. Thank God, play a song on the podcast money.
Yeah, no one does.
No one does.
No one does.
Anyway,
if the young people are looking for who's Ice Cube, he is O'Shea Jr.'s dad. He played him in NWA.
Yeah,
and he was also in Star Wars.
He was in Star Wars. And everything. So we're just gonna keep going, circling back. Yeah.
It all starts and ends in Star Wars.
Tell me about "It Was a Good Day." Why'd you choose this? Why'd you send it to me?
Man, cause I felt like, well, with Ice Cube, I think for one, when that song first came out, it was probably one of his first few songs where he didn't stay in the same pocket of the gangster rap.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it was more of a pop appeal. Mm-hmm. It was universal. Everybody was like, "Oh, what is the definition of a good day?"
Yeah.
And gangsters have good days.
They do.
Gangsters have good days. So that's why I chose that one.
Yeah, I love this song.
Of course.
I grew up. So I'll tell you my background. So
the Dodgers love that song.
Are you a Dodgers fan?
You grew
up here, and now you're like a Dodgers fan.
I'm not I'm a diehard Cardinals fan.
Okay.
I bleed red.
Okay. Then you don't have to talk about the Dodgers.
Oh, do you hate the Dodgers?
I do hate the Dodgers.
Oh, I love the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers. Los Angeles Doyers.
Oh my
when
God.
I went to the Dodgers game, I did wear my blue Cardinals jersey because when they played the Cardinals.
So then you kind of blend in a little bit.
Hell yeah! I just went with me and my girl.
I just would have wore the red.
I mean, yeah, you've definitely been wearing red out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Especially if y'all won that.
I have been to Dodger Stadium. Have you had a Dodger dog?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Well, don't say of course. Some
okay.
people, some people have.
Like, I'm vegan.
Yeah, right. Or just like,
no, I don't eat hot dogs.
Right, exactly. No, they're good stuff. It's a good place to catch a game.
Yeah.
LA is beautiful.
Catch a fade.
So I lived in Edwards Air Force Base when I was in the Air Force, which is Palmdale, Lancaster. So I did live out there when this song came out. I was actually
wow.
So give a little bit about my background. There was a kid I grew up with who was just like bullying me, just bullying me. Like our parents were friends, and like you two should hang out, and like
that's all parents. What?
But he found Eazy-E. And so he gave me like a mixtape of Eazy. Well, I mean, he knew who he was, and like he had
Eazy.
No, he discovered him. No, but you know what I'm saying. Stop.
All right.
You're derailing my flow, my train. You're just knocking the train off the track.
Okay. Yes, and I do improv.
Yes.
Let's go ahead.
I don't.
All right, you discovered.
But yeah. But I get what you're saying. Right? Yeah. No, you didn't discover it, but he introduced me to Eazy. That's the way I want to say it.
Got it.
And he gave me a tape of Eazy Does It.
Classic.
With everything but Two Hard Motherfuckers, which is the best song on there, in my opinion. Yeah. I love that song. It's just drums. I can play the drums.
Yeah,
just killing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that led to me finding NWA, obviously, and then Strata Compton. So when I was in high school, that's when Strata Compton came out. I was like in 9th or 10th grade, because I'm older than you.
Yeah.
And then Ice Cube went solo. Ice Cube went to Arizona, and because his parents shipped him out. Can you imagine that? Like you have probably the biggest album. You just went on tour, and then your parents' response is like, "Well, you got to go to drafting school." Now.
Yeah.
Those are some dedicated parents. They didn't hear it. They didn't care.
Of course.
It comes back. He puts out America's Most Wanted, which is a great album. Puts out a Death Certificate, another great album, and then The Predator.
Yeah.
And then this is the second song off The Predator.
Yep.
such a change, like you said. I don't know if it was like, I don't think he meant to make a pop song, but he did mean to make this song. And it's such a great, so I printed lyrics.
I see.
I love everything about the song. Everything he describes his day perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, he gets up, mom didn't make bacon. Because, you know, Ice Cube is like NOI-ish, Nation of Islam at this point. Nobody really knows for sure.
Right.
I don't know if he's Muslim now or not. He doesn't talk about it anymore. He's so smart about what he tells you and what he doesn't tell you.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he's just so, he's got it figured out.
Yeah.
But he's just like, no hog, no bacon, you know?
And I took that as no hog, and like she wasn't bitching.
Oh,
about,
okay.
She wasn't bitching about making breakfast because, granted, it is on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He did the classic movie Friday.
Yeah. Whereas
his mom made breakfast.
Right.
But not for your ass.
Right.
So that's how I kind of listen to like.
Well, that's the difference between, you know, growing in a black household and growing in my house. Mom made breakfast for everybody, you know, like we just had breakfast.
Depending on how happy your mama was.
Right.
Like there's no milk for the cereal. So,
well, in our house, the parents were they would go out a lot. And so like breakfast was there because they needed it to get started. So and they were saying, okay, well you two are here, we'll make you guys breakfast.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. But anyway, he's just he didn't eat too much either. And then he finally he gets a call from a girl.
Didn't pig out.
They didn't pig out, you know. And he's
another reference to hog.
Right, yeah.
He didn't fuck with that swine.
He did not. Man, he's got drop top. He didn't. There's so many quotable lines about this.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't have to use my AK.
Yeah.
Like, how often are you using it to where you notice you didn't use it that day?
Do you listen to Ice Cube?
I do listen to Ice Cube.
He's using the AK.
He's just out and about.
He's using the Uzi.
Yeah.
He's using the 9. He's using the
yeah.
tech. He's constantly using.
What's funny about so Ice Cube gets in a rap group really early on, goes to, you know, like I said, goes to drafting school, comes back, starts a solo, created the Ice Cube persona. You know who Ice Cube is, but you don't know O'Shea Jackson at all. And I think I like that about him. So like when he makes a song like this, it makes sense for the character Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, well, he didn't use his AK. Thank you. Like, oh, man, he just had this great day and he didn't have to use the AK.
I mean, no, he didn't get pulled over. They just
rolled
in the other direction.
Yeah.
And I love, because we're talking about how, you know, artists, they paint the picture that they want you to see.
Right.
He wanted everything.
Yeah.
You know, he got a beat from Kim.
Yeah.
A girl that he wanted to dig out.
Since high school.
Since 12th grade.
12th grade.
You know, 12th grade, he was like, you know, we got a beat from Kim, she could do it all night. You know, I got a girl I've been wanting to dig out. So he's went. So that's, mind you, if you're really keeping score, that's 3 different women. So we don't know if Kim is the girl from 12th grade or the one that they got a call from a girl he wanted to dig out. We don't know if that's Kim. That could have been. And the beat is today's DM.
Yeah.
I got a DM from some thotty that I've been wanting to holler at, you know, and then you have to go and find a phone to call and talk to whoever, and whoever answers the phone, you be like, is such and such there? And then you have to really have that.
Yeah, the code. Did you put the 911?
You have to be specific in who you're talking to, be like, hey, is such and such there? And you really have to have that mouthpiece. Whereas now people just.
Right. I used to have a pager. All right, I'm gonna date myself. I don't know if you did or like you missed it.
You sold drugs.
I did not. I was in the Air
Was you a doctor?
No.
Then what did you have a pager for?
Because we didn't have cell phones, so it was like you had to call somebody back. So one of my friends.
I sold drugs.
Okay. Well, one of my friend's girlfriends blew up my pager and put the 911 on it, and I was like, oh shit, something. And I was like in the movie theater. Okay. And so I get out and there's a payphone in the lobby. Call it up, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on? You know, what's going on?" I was like concerned, and she's like, "Well, there's a softball game down the street I was wanting to go to. I wanted to know if you wanted to go. I'm getting ready to leave."
That's 911.
And I was like, "This is
911." What was the movie that she took you out to talk to about?
I don't remember. Game? I saw so many movies in the '90s. I don't remember.
But the point is I feel like Cube was absolutely winning in all this day.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, he went to the homeboy's house. He went to Short Dog's house.
Yeah.
What's the haps on the craps?
He won craps.
He won craps. He got a triple double.
Triple double.
He won in bones.
Yeah.
And if you go back and watch the video, Dub C, he took Dub C's money.
Yeah.
He was already taking folks' money, so he did that.
Terrible.
Got the triple double. Got the women. Didn't have to use the AK.
Didn't.
2 in the morning. Got the fat burger.
Yeah.
Have you had fat burger?
Yes.
It's still good.
And In
It's
and Out,
still good.
Fat Burger.
In and Out is below Fat Burger.
Yeah.
Where
are you? Okay, so rank the burgers while we're here.
LA burgers?
No, burgers in general. Nationwide.
I think Whataburger is overrated.
Oh, absolutely.
100% overrated. Culver's had pretty good burgers.
I don't like the butter. I don't like smash burgers.
Trash burgers?
I
don't like trash burgers either.
I said smash burgers.
I heard trash. So
okay,
yeah,
well,
I
I
like trash
agree.
burgers.
But like,
so
I don't like
they're trash.
There
was a place in LA, Umami Burger. I don't know if they came out here.
Umami.
They was trying to be, we're gonna health conscious, but it was trash.
No.
So
don't do that with a hamburger.
Yeah. Just give me the beef.
Yeah.
You know, I did at one time when I was going vegan, and I definitely relapsed, and I had a couple of the Beyond the Meats and the what's the other one?
Incredible Burgers. Incredible Burgers. Yeah.
I did have one at Burger King, and they were fine.
Yeah.
Burger King's Whoppers are good. Jack in the Box is fine. Hardee's or Carl's Jr. wherever demographic
right,
you're
wherever
in,
side of the country you're on.
They're fine. Wendy's got some good burgers.
Yeah.
I haven't had McDonald's in probably almost a decade.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I love McDonald's.
Although McDonald's is good if you're in Orlando, Florida.
Huh.
And I think something has to do with that mouse.
Maybe.
That mouse is like,
maybe.
I want to people come back. And, I'm maybe they put some serotonin.
Maybe.
Or they
just like the Fridays.
Yeah, that's full circle. That's all what I was trying to do there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
But yeah, any other burger joints that I may be missing?
Five Guys. It's so good. It's so expensive.
And I think that's why they load you up with the fries.
Yeah.
They trying to make you forget how much money you spend with all these fries.
Right, yeah.
And they're not even that good fries.
You can literally take out a second mortgage while you're there. They have a guy
Sonic
right next
has
to
good
it.
burgers.
They do have good burgers.
Sonic has pretty good burgers.
But yeah, Five Guys is a guy right there who'll put a second mortgage on your house just so you can finance the burger.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like the fries are too much, the burger's too much, and it's like you get a single patty
right.
like at Five Guys. Don't get the double. Like that's an issue. Like
have
you're doing
you
too much.
grabbed a fat burger at 2 a.m?
No, but you ever had AM PM at 2 a.m? The little burgers that they'd have wrapped up in the thing,
Nope.
and that's the best.
No. Every time I'm in LA, I always get fat burger at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
that's
a good call.
It's very quotable. It's very quotable.
And everything's about this is quotable.
Yeah, 100%.
What did the blimp say?
He said that I'm a pimp.
I was reading up on this. I guess in 2014, he really tried to get Goodyear to put Ice Cube's a pimp.
Which is obviously back to what we're saying. The artist, like, if they want to even put your name on there now,
yeah,
it definitely didn't read back in 1992 or 93 when it.
So they wouldn't do it because they didn't want to have the word pimp on the Goodyear blimp.
They could put the asterisk on.
So I know, but so all they put was today was a good day. Like that was the.
Fun fact: do you know what day? Good Day was?
I've heard stories.
I
did, yeah. So was it like
it's January 20th, 1992.
You took notes.
I did take notes because they actually, of course, and also he gives you clues.
Yes.
Right. The Lakers beat the Sonic.
Yeah.
And
nobody died.
No one died. No one died.
Yeah.
There was people were really checking. There was no murders.
Right
there.
Mm-hmm.
And pagers.
Yeah.
MTV Raps. There was a lot of clues, and
there's the one clue that
you very got to be a Zodiac killer to actually get these clues to understand. Like, okay, and probably a weed head. Like, what day was the good day?
I bet it's a real day, man.
What day was really?
Somebody was sitting there. It was a group of guys high as a kite.
Yeah,
and they're like, it's got to be like a real day, man.
It 100% is a real day, and of course.
There's one clue that debunks that though. On that day, like apparently Yo MTV Raps wasn't on that specific January.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, and Ice Cube's like, well, it wasn't like a real day, but it was like a lot of
of course,
things.
Because there was so many good things happening in this day.
It just would never happen again.
Sometimes at a certain age, if you just get up and and your wife's cooked you breakfast, that's the good day.
Yeah.
No matter how the rest of the day goes.
Right.
I woke up, I got another 24.
Yeah.
Whether you're not
or like a good email or something, like somebody telling you something.
You got a job, someone be like, hey, you booked something or whatever. It could just one little moment can make the great day.
Absolutely.
So he had several great moments.
Right. No, this was the day of all days. A good day it's underselling it.
Yeah.
It's like it was a good day. Like, dude, you play this back, man. Like you hit
the lottery.
Yeah.
He had so much of a good day. Remember the continuation video that played after the good day?
Yeah.
Which was it?
Oh god, what was the song? It was the Oh no, it wasn't
got
Steady
this.
Mobbing. No,
You got this.
You're gonna have to tell me. I forgot.
Check yourself.
Check yourself. Yes, that's right. Because
So he had so much of a good day, he got locked up.
Right, that's right. Yeah, because the helicopters pick him up at the end of the video.
Yeah, he was swarmed.
Yeah.
And the way you
But that's not. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
How does that not count?
No, I'm saying like for the video, like you should have ended it with you just having a good day. Like you didn't get picked up. Like maybe next morning or something.
But Q was telling the story. He was telling a story, very, very Michael Jackson-ish. Like this is a continuation to Check Yourself.
Yeah.
Also another sample because the first. You remember the sample that?
Yeah, Das Effects.
On that, but do you remember the sample from Good Day?
Yeah, it's Isley Brothers.
Yeah,
of course.
And did you know that was the sample when you first heard the song?
No, because I didn't listen to a lot of Isley Brothers then. The only thing I was like,
give me your household. I understand.
Yeah. Well, I grew up listening. Like I had to listen to country, so I don't know anything. Like in terms of my childhood, I got to listen to what I wanted to listen to in my room, and then I had to listen to country anywhere else.
Yeah.
At that time, I started getting into Funkadelic and Parliament because that's what everybody was sampling.
Das Effects was on Check Yourself,
yes,
but the sample was Grandmaster Flash. The message.
Yeah.
Broken glass. Everywhere.
Because it was the remix. Yeah, it was the remix of yes. There's two versions of Check Yourself,
of course,
but the original version was the Das Effects from.
They were on this. They were on the song.
But they were on both of them. But the original one was the remake of the Das Effects song.
Yeah.
They Want Effects, and then they remixed it with the message. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna listen to that on the way home.
Yeah,
I forgot all about that.
It's all good.
It is like no, but I appreciate that. I loved Ice Cube so much. Till Lethal Injection, which was the album after this.
Yeah.
And it was what I call the line in the sand. It was like.
I was upset that he didn't put Ghetto Bird on that album.
Yeah, I could believe that. Because that was like on his B-sides and
it was on B-sides, and you hear it in Menace. I don't know if you saw Menace Society.
Yeah,
but it was in Menace. I was like, why isn't this song?
And it wasn't even on the soundtrack for Menace Society.
That part.
Yeah,
that part. I was like, what? Then of course you dig in and find it. Like, I found it.
It was Jive, but his Jive Records did the soundtrack for Menace Society, so it was all Jive artists.
Yeah.
So it was like Too Short, Spice One. I know my stuff.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Sometimes I feel defensive about it. You know, it's like, who is this guy and why does he know so much about rap music? It's like, I listened to for like 30 years.
Of course. They made me do it.
Yeah. The line is the same with Lethal Injection. It was like too much. Like, Ice Cube has always been pro-black, but then he was like, I don't really like white people on top of it. On Lethal Injection. Right, yeah. I was never going to bring it up.
A lot of white friends was like, I really felt uncomfortable playing. I'm like, you're supposed to feel uncomfortable.
But do I need to feel uncomfortable? Do I need to be challenged by Ice Cube?
Well, O'Shea wasn't thinking, how am I going to make Jeffrey feel comfortable doing these songs?
Right.
He wasn't considering it. You gotta let the artist run.
I think he felt like he went too far, and he wanted to like bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Right. So that's what 10 years after. DJ Pooh produced this record. I'm gonna ask, but I think I already know the answer. Do you know who DJ Pooh was in Friday?
He was, my mama gave me this chain.
Mama gave me this chain. One of the best West Coast producers ever.
And also helped write that movie.
Yeah.
Which is funny because in fucking in Straight Outta Compton, of course, later on he's writing the script.
Yeah.
And then you clearly hear that he was like, hey, you got knocked the fuck. I almost want to feel like Pooh wrote that line.
Right.
Granted, Cube, he was facing, but I think Pooh made, because he had, granted from all the other All-Stars, AJ Johnson, rest R.I.P., and Tiny Lester, rest in peace. And I'm not going to go through John Witherspoon, rest in peace. I'm only going to say everybody that died from Friday, but obviously Chris Tucker and
rest in peace.
His career-wise.
Yeah.
Pooh had some great lines.
Yeah.
That whole movie's quotable.
Yeah, but and he fit right in.
Yeah.
He didn't seem out of place. Sometimes you see like people who don't need to be acting.
Yeah.
Like Belly.
Okay.
Beautiful movie. Like Nas and DMX don't really need to be. R.I.P. DMX. Nas and DMX don't need to be acting.
T-Boz don't need to be acting.
No, but
DMX is fine.
He was okay.
If we're doing, because it was two straight men. Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Obviously, with movies, you got to have the straight guy, and then you have the comedy relief. And granted that it was that type of movie, but I felt that why did they do a second one?
I don't. In my
You
world,
already tapped out.
there was no
There was a second
belly.
belly. Yeah,
I know, yeah. No, it like went straight to video, didn't it? Like I don't know. Like sure, I never watched it, but yeah,
sure did. Yeah.
No,
I watched Belly in the theater. Bought a ticket, me and a friend of mine,
Yeah.
and then like the movie was skipping the whole time. We got like our money
What?
back.
Was it on
Yeah.
CD?
I don't know. It was just jiggling the whole time. I don't know. Like someone was like shaking the projector.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I was just like,
So
I don't even know if I'm actually
Jay-Z sabotaging. It's like, no, you're not gonna do this movie.
yeah, Hawaiian Sophia. I have no idea if I don't know if I've ever actually sat down and like watched that movie. Like
The first belly?
yeah,
You
like,
never
legit.
sat down and watched all of it?
No, we watched it. Like,
Okay.
we sat down and watched, but it was just jiggly the whole time. I don't know if
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
ever actually went back and like watched that movie
Mm-hmm.
because I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Because the what I got out of it was like, this is the prettiest movie ever made.
Mm.
It looks
Hype Williams.
It looks great. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
And I don't care one bit about what's going on in this movie.
Okay.
That's what I walked out of.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I loved it. You know, like I loved the idea of it. I
Right,
thought it
right.
was going to be great. Hype Williams is masterful director. Like just
course.
every video.
Yeah.
You know, was just who directed It Was a Good Day.
I think it was DJ Pooh.
It was not. It was F. Gary who directed
Oh,
Friday.
you're right.
Yes.
You're right. Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. FF Gary. Yep, he did that. He did Set It Off.
Yeah.
But he also did. Yeah,
He
yeah.
directed Friday.
That makes.
Yeah.
I knew that. And of course, he did directed Friday. So
Yeah.
yeah. I knew that. I was trying to give you one on me.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay, I think we covered everything related. Ice Cube. It Was a Good Day.
It was great.
Does your grandma know the lyrics to It Was a Good Day?
My grandmother's dead. She
I'm
knows
sorry.
nothing.
So are mine.
Yeah.
Okay, does your mom?
She did.
Okay.
But she was the one that was like, oh, because all the songs I would listen to, they were all pretty much sampled.
Okay.
She was like, do you know the samples?
So she was that person.
She educated me. You know what I'm saying? She definitely educated me. And I was like, I've heard it, you know, when you're cleaning up the house. I've heard that song.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, it's Isley Bros. Oh, and then I started hearing, I was like, he changed nothing. He changed,
it's just literally, yeah, it's just like this
exact loop.
yeah.
It's exact loop. He
Yeah.
changed nothing. And,
That was. I like when they. It depends on the loop, really.
do you
It
like
depends on
the
the sample.
hidden samples, or you like?
I love it all. Like,
Okay.
I love a good hidden sample. Do you know West Side Connection? Obviously,
Of course.
remember the gangster, the dealer, and the gangster killer and the drug dealer. That's no, that's not that. That's Gangsters Make the World Go Round.
Yeah, you're right.
The gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer is.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like an old Wild West song.
Mhm.
It's a 9 Inch Nails sample, and it's amazing. The
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails song is greater than that, but
Yeah.
that sample is just it's hidden. You wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of hip hop samples, did you listen to the new Snoop Missionary?
I did.
What'd you think of the sample that they did of the Police?
Well, it's a weird beat because it's the live version and it sounds live,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like really weird.
Well, I think that was the vibe that Dre was going on. 'Cause
Yeah.
he
But that's what
opened
makes
up
it weird.
And closed it on like,
Yeah,
thank you,
right.
how
Yeah,
bands would
like
do
it
back
sounds
in
like
the day.
him and Sting are like on stage performing live.
Yeah.
It's weird. I want to like it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if I do.
Okay. Yeah.
But I like Missionary. I love a lot of it on there.
Of course,
really,
we all love Missionary.
yeah, got him. But I like the album. I like a lot of the album. But that song is just kind of like, I don't know. I could give or take it.
Better than the Doggy Style? No.
No,
Of course not.
no. You're never gonna talk like it's.
Sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle twice.
Yeah, but not often.
Not very often.
But I mean, you like Snoop Dogg is like more of a collection of songs than he is like an album. Like you have Beautiful, you have Sexual Seduction, you
Drop It
have
Like It's Hot.
Drop It Like It's Hot, you
Yeah.
know, you have What's My Name, you have Gin
Yeah.
and Juice, like, you know, he just has like any of these songs. We saw him when he came last here at Riverport, which we
Okay.
call Riverport. That was a great show. It was awesome.
Now it's Hollywood Casino.
No, it's Riverport. Anyway, it's what we're calling it.
All right, stick it to it.
Yeah. My point is, the reason why I was asking you is like, I feel like everyone knows the lyrics to It Was a Good Day.
Of course.
And that leads us to another song that everybody knows the lyrics to.
Karaoke's white folks love.
So, in order to do this, if I just have you come in and talk about like your song, what am I getting out of this? Right?
Nothing.
Right. So I got to force songs on people.
Okay.
So I usually try and make a connection. When you sent this song, I was like, there's no equivalent hip hop song. There's nothing equivalent to this. Like it stands on its own so much. You know, like I said, it's unique to Ice Cube's catalog. He really didn't do anything else like this.
And closes on it.
Yeah.
You seen Cube live lately?
Not lately, but it's a good song to close on.
He
Perfect
closes
song.
on Good Day.
Yeah, it's his song.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. Like you're
well,
never.
you always close on your own song.
Right, no, but I'm saying like this is your song. This is your song. Like this is the song.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows the lyrics to it. Everybody can quote it. You know, like if you hear it, you're not gonna change the channel. You're gonna listen to it.
And if you listen to a gangster rapper, you know, for an hour in a theater full of drunk people, you want everybody safely to get home to the parking lot. So let's end on a good day.
Let's end on a good note.
Let's not go with Ghetto Bird.
So then I was like, okay, well, if it's on its own and it's something that I just think of like being in a bar, hearing it, being anywhere, hearing it. What is an equivalent song? And so what was the song I gave you?
The song you gave me?
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me Journey.
Well, okay.
Can't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing, but yes.
Ah.
Close enough. That's
I
not,
don't know Journey like that. I'm sorry.
You don't know Don't Stop Believing? Come on. I don't know Journey like that.
I know it.
Nobody knows Journey like that.
I knew. You're going to probably laugh at me.
I'm not. I mean, I will if it's funny.
I didn't know. I was introduced by Journey when I was watching Sopranos.
So the end, the very last.
Yeah.
The last thing.
The very last thing before you see Tony Soprano either or didn't get whacked.
What do you think? Okay, let's start there. What do you think?
Do I think that he got killed?
Yeah.
I think they killed the show.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they killed the show. I think that was like, we're gonna stop here. Of course, you know, the suspense, who's coming through the door.
Yeah.
He's he's marked. People's gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Down the rabbit hole where people's like, it stopped because they were like, that's how we're gonna end it, and then we're gonna go to black for whatever. Right. And just like with artists, it's up to perception of the general public, you know. And
the creator, he's never answered that. Like he always dances around it.
Of course,
but he did say like so. One of the quotes in Sopranos, every time you watch
very
Sopranos,
quotable show, by the way.
Very quotable show is Tony's talking. I don't remember who he's talking to. Somebody else could fill this in on me. I didn't watch it like that. But he's like, you know,
didn't watch Sopranos like that?
Like that. No, I didn't. It was okay. Like
it was okay. Get out.
All right.
Get out.
Bye, everybody.
Was The Wire just okay too?
No, The Wire was incredible.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
All right.
Look, I'm sorry. You know, like I loved Godfather. I loved Goodfellas. I was just like, okay,
were you
this
mobbed
is
out at this time?
I think maybe a little.
Yeah, I
mobbed
get
out.
it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Like
I don't watch all slave movies.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't really watch all slave movies. And the slave movies coming out, I'm like, you know what? I've read and I've lived a certain life. You know, there's some things, you know, if I really want to feel bad about white people, I'll go ahead and do some more history digging, and then I probably won't leave the house because I'm hating white. I'm playing Ice Cube cave bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, at a certain level, you know, 12 years a slave. No, I'm not watching 12 years. He was free. He was free, and then motherfucking crackers and put it back. Look. There's certain slave movies. Django, we're getting the Get Back. You know,
it is the Get Back.
It is.
Why does Quentin Tarantino got to be the guy filming the Get Back? Why is he the only one who said?
He was very influenced by black culture.
He was very influenced by black culture.
Very much influenced by black culture.
You have a problem with him saying the N-word?
Like that nigga storage?
Yeah.
I'm not Samuel L. Jackson, and I'm not able to answer that question.
You can have an opinion one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't care to express my opinion on Quentin Tarantino.
Okay. All right. Off camera, we can talk about it.
No.
Not
even off camera.
Not even off camera.
Because you can probably keep this mic on. And be like, I got him talking about. No, I feel like with anything, I feel like, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. It's
that's an answer.
When I walk
you don't have to have like, you know, like if somebody talks to me about like Native American stuff, because you know, like I don't have to have an opinion on every Native American topic. Like I just don't.
I feel like when I'm walking to a theater or watching a movie, or just like how I in a comedy club, once you cross that threshold, whatever happens and says anything, if they thinking that this is funny to them, I won't judge them.
Right.
Don't ask me like outside of the comedy club or the movie what I think. I'll be like, oh, that joke was trash and whatever. And you don't. I feel like people have the right to say, but they also have to know that it's going to be consequences.
Have you checked somebody before on a joke?
On a joke?
Yeah.
No, I just secretly talk shit behind my back.
I think that's the right answer. I think that's
I talk to them like, did you see such and such joke? They were like, yeah. He stole that from Brian Cregan. He stole it from Brian Regan. That's Brian Regan's joke. I don't know why these people, because I'm not the comedy cop.
No.
You know, I have an opinion. If someone asks me someone that I have a strong opinion about, then I would bring it up. Yeah. But with Quentin Tarantino dropping N-bombs, I almost feel like it's almost a drinking game. Like, how many N-bombs is Quentin Tarantino is going to put in this script each time you take a shot? So, you know.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, you're welcome to whatever opinion is valid. Yeah. You know, it's your story. It's your journey.
Fine.
Like,
especially if it, in context, however people are saying things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's worked with
like Django makes sense in any of the use. Yeah. Pulp Fiction, it's like, okay, you're
if it's this guy and that's him.
But that guy is in this movie for 5 minutes. We don't know if he and that's just how he decides to be.
And if you wrote yourself, Jules feel like we have that relationship where we're saying it all the time. Maybe. However, when Eric Schultz said it, and you were like, that's why he wasn't in Back to the Future. So
there's a callback.
I love movies.
Apparently, but I just curious. We were talking about monster movies, some monster shows, but anyway, Tony Soprano was like, when you get whacked, it just goes to black. Like, I don't know if you remember that line in there, but they were talking about getting murdered, and he's like, I think it just goes to black, and that's that. Okay. And then that's how the show ends. So people are like, oh, maybe that's
what it was, that he got killed.
Yeah.
That he got killed. Yeah. And no one else had.
So seriously, you had never heard "Don't Stop"? Like, maybe you did, you didn't know it, or it didn't stick with you.
I think that's probably maybe what it was.
I don't know how you could avoid it.
I mean, it probably didn't avoid it, but I probably just didn't have.
It didn't register.
It. And then, like, you know, when you hear a lot of songs, and then just like if you're watching the show or a movie, oh, that's such and such actor. Now that you've seen him in context, you're like, oh, I've seen him in this movie, and you go back and watch.
My fiance is the master of that person's been in this. Okay. She's amazing at it. Yeah, she couldn't tell you their name, but she can tell you exactly what role they played in.
She knows their IMDb, but not their name.
But not their name. It's just it's amazing though. Like, I'll see somebody, like, I'll forget people. Yeah. You watch so many movies, you watch so many shows or whatever, and it's just like, okay, whatever. Like, you forget them, and then not her. And then it could be like the third person in a thing, and she's just that's that. And then I'll look it up, and she's right. And like, I'm on Wikipedia looking up their thing, and it's like they are. Yeah. Like,
so same thing with songs. Like, if you didn't know what song it was, and now it's almost it's on your radar. Now you can't get away from it.
You can't get away from Don't
like
Stop
when you
Believin'.
buy a car. Yeah. You're like, oh, no one has the Ford Focus, and then you get the Ford Focus, and like everyone has a Ford Focus. So I think once it's on your radar, then your psyche is already on there. But if it, out of sight, out of mind, you don't really.
Well, it was out of sight, out of mind until
Sopranos.
Yeah. You had American Idol people singing it. You didn't watch American Idol. Well, lucky you. God bless you. I can't. She watches The Voice. The fiance watches The Voice. So I had to watch like American Idol for a while.
Masked Singer. Don't watch none of those.
I don't watch any of it either. But people like Don't Stop Believing. At some point, somebody has to sing it. Like, they roll it out.
Has to?
I think has to. I think it's like required. It's like law. It's like written into the thing. I'm like, sorry. Like, oh, it's your choice. You're singing Don't Stop Believing.
Got it.
Which I don't know why you would want. Like, this is perfectly like. I don't want to hear anyone else sing this song ever again.
You're done? Like, if you don't have to have someone else.
No, I can hear. I don't need to hear anyone
Steve
else.
Perry sing it, but you don't need to hear
or that Asian guy that they got who leads Journey now. Like, like Steve Perry quit, like, famously, and then they found like a dude on YouTube.
Really?
Yes, and he's like from the Philippines, and he's like he's been their singer for like the last 10 years.
Oh, is that the same guy from Gangnam Style?
It's not the same guy.
Oh, okay.
No, that's South Korea. This guy's from the Philippines. I'll show you a map. It's a whole thing. Okay. Yeah. JC's Filipino.
But can he sing Don't Stop Believing?
We'll find out. We'll give him a call after this.
He won't answer your call. He'll answer my call.
We're gonna find that. We're gonna find out.
We can do that right now. You want to call JC and I call?
No, I'm recording on my thing.
Okay. I was gonna say we can prove who has the friend.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
No, I just thought, baby. Well, who did I ask to be on the podcast first?
Quarter flip, and he said no. You want to do it right here in the burger line? No, I want to take your time, Dad. I'm going to show you how these mics don't work. Inside baseball stuff, no one knows.
You know, people will know a lot of what you just said. The chorus is at the end of the song, though. It's so weird.
Don't Stop Believin'.
Yeah, they don't sing that until the end. You know that, right? Like, maybe you don't listen to it that much, but it's like they just go through all this, and then it's on the backside.
He says Don't Stop Believin'.
And no.
Yeah. Also, I did watch
the end.
I watched the performance video of it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, you know, as an artist, you know, knowing the crowd.
Yeah.
He changed Detroit to Houston.
Yeah. Oh, he did that?
And I'm sure he did that. Yeah, he did that. He did that.
Did she pop?
Of course.
Like,
you gotta thank you, St. Louis. And
yeah.
It's never in the song or whatever, but I'm here and I'm on the rap for
but you know, to be honest, the first thing I do...
That's a showman.
Yeah, well, the first thing I do whenever I grab a microphone is thank where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, I'm Jeff Phipps, thank you, Westport, whatever. And then put the mic behind it and then just jump right in. So I do that. Okay. I think it is a showman. I think if you overdo it or you get it wrong...
Well, then you're pandering.
Yeah.
Then if you're pandering.
Right, yeah.
Like
more than twice is pandering, right?
I don't think there's a number, but if you're Eddie Murphy from Coming to America,
yeah,
and you say thank you New York, where you have all the flair of New York, you've pandered way too many. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like, you know, you can, if you really go to a city and you really fall in love with it, and you actually, you know, of course you talk about the neighborhoods or the cities or some of the foods or whatever, you can also be like, I'm of the people.
Yeah.
And then if you never talked about it again, of course you pandered. Yeah. But if you also circle back and go back and be like, man, I love this CD, or you can talk about it in podcasts or whatever, then people are like, oh, he actually does.
What do you think about headliners who come in and then like always like try and tell like a regional joke?
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why, you know, when you're talking to these headliners, you're like, hey, what's the...
Yeah, because they want to. Yeah,
they want to get the information or whatever, and that's fine. But also do your homework on your own.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna just give you the cheat code. I mean, depending on who it is, because some people ask me, "What's a nice neighborhood?" or "What's a shitty neighborhood?" and you'll be like, sometimes you give it to them, and sometimes like, "Oh, they already know." And then I'm like, "Oh, well, if you already know, you've of the people and you came and you know."
What's a shitty neighborhood, Clayton? Like, what are we defining as shitty? Is it where the low income crime is, or is it the actual criminals? Because that's
there's a lot of criminals in Webster Groves.
That's right. That is correct. Well, that's right. You know, you can get a nice house with drug money. You know,
you should get a great house. You see BMF, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So you're not that familiar with the song. That's fine. Is there?
I do know the song.
Okay.
I do know the song, and like I said, ever since Sopranos, when that rap, it's been on the psyche. So I constantly hear. That's how I know white folks really love that song.
White folks love "Don't Stop Believin'."
Drunk in a club or in a bar, that song's playing.
Do you sing along with?
I hit the lines that I do know. Okay. Just to show people, like, I know stuff.
I fit in.
Not fit in, maybe, possibly, but when they start going to extra lines, I'm like, I'm gonna sit this part out. But yeah,
when the second verse, you know, like no one knows, like, JC and I are like, you don't know like all the words to like jump around, you know, but like you know a lot of them.
Yeah. And
you don't even realize you know a lot of the words to jump around. Well, it's just kind of like one of those things.
But
you know?
Here's the thing with Jump Around in songs like this and Good Day is that they caught traction from sports events. Yeah. And they're in commercials. Yeah. So you definitely know.
But they stood on their own to get to that point. It's like Seven Nation Army.
What's that?
Seven Nation Army.
What's Seven Nation Army?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fight them on Seven Nation Army. If I sing anymore, I'm getting monetized. So I'll lose that frowny money.
And I also got a lot of knowledge for these type of songs that I did not know on the rock and metal side from playing Guitar Hero.
Yes.
So that's how I was able to know Police was sampled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of songs that was on. I was like, oh, I have heard this song. And Police was highly sampled by a lot of hip hop artists.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was like, okay. So I actually heard a lot of these songs as originals playing Guitar Hero. So that kind of helped me. So yeah,
I'm a huge Rock Band fan. I love that game.
Yeah. So, was you the singer?
Sometimes when it was "Don't Stop Believin'." I do like singing. I do. I can carry a tune. I like being happy.
Why don't you own The Voice? Masked Singer.
Yeah,
American Idol.
because that would be that edit, that guy that they'd be like, why are you even here? You know, like what are you doing here?
Simon Cowell.
I
You know what I'm saying?
What a dick, man. No, but I do like singing. I've never had aspirations besides being half in the bag and doing karaoke. That's it. Like, that's the extent
What's your
of it.
go-to in karaoke?
I'm a big fan of Rock the Casbah by The Clash.
I think I know that song.
You do. But yeah, so that's where we're at.
You
So
keep looking at your watch. Am I taking?
no,
too much
my
time?
phone just went off.
Okay.
And I had to turn
It
off
wasn't
the call.
JC.
It was JC actually. Wanted to check on how the podcast is going to use. I told him we were recording today. You're a mess. The guitarist wrote a lot of lyrics, and with Stephen Perry.
What's
and
this guitarist's name?
I couldn't tell you.
What?
Do you know the guitarist from Journey? Do you
I
have
know
your
a guitarist
notes?
I know Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Okay. Do you know the guitarist from Journey? Okay, so neither do I. But
this is your song.
This isn't my song.
You picked this song.
I did pick the song, but it doesn't make it my song. It's a song I gave you to talk about to like an equivalent song.
It's equivalent to Good Day?
Yes.
In the song, what you're saying, it stands on its own. Very
Yeah,
notable.
absolutely.
Very notable in there. Okay,
Yeah.
I see that.
I don't have it on a playlist,
Got
to
it.
be honest. I don't need it on a playlist. How many, like, you can't avoid Don't Stop Believin'.
Sometimes, yeah, if you hear a song so many times, you do not have to put it on your playlist.
But I do have It's a Good Day on a rap playlist.
Hip hop made you do it.
Yeah. But the guitarist, his dad would tell him, he's like, don't stop believing. He's like, don't give up.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Great
this is
advice.
going to break through.
Yeah.
You're going to break through. Keep at it. Like we were talking about earlier, you know, it's like, keep making podcasts, you know, keep putting out episodes. And eventually, you know, maybe one will take off, you know, and then that'll be that, you know. So it's a very inspirational song. I think it's, it seems like it's longer than, it's a 4-minute song, but it seems like it goes on forever sometimes. Like the Don't Stop Believing part, it just seems like that's
Also, the
forever.
breakdown, there's a bridge with the guitar going up, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes, because lyrically on here, the song's not that long.
No.
But musically, that makes it longer.
Yeah. Well, it builds too. You know, it just keeps getting like this grandioso.
So they had one guitar or two guitarists?
I don't know. I don't know the breakdown of Journey. I know they had a keyboard player because that was like, and a bass player. Randy Jackson was the bass player for a little while. That's like was his fame before American Idol, just rapping literally everything around. Randy Jackson was the bass player for a while.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Randy Jackson from the Jacksons?
No, you're Randy.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You don't care.
I am sorry.
No, you just.
I tried to yes and
I
it
was
stopped
like, you. You're just like, oh, here's Jeff on his little track, and here he is.
No,
He's just trying, and you're like,
no. How long was Randy Jackson?
I don't know
when
how long
Steve Perry was still in the band.
yes, and then I think he left like when Steve Perry, like they stopped recording for a while. They took like the 90s off, like the mid 90s.
They stopped believing, huh?
They did stop believing, and then they had to find a replacement. So they actually had another singer before the guy that they have now, and it was like you're almost like a cover band at that point of like your own music.
Is you?
Yeah. If you
Why
have
is it a cover band if you had two people replaced?
well, I mean, like depending on the number of people you have replaced, like your lead singer is important, your guitarist is important. Like how many, like
you gotta give the
Richie-
rhythm section something. The
Yeah,
rhythm
well, I
section
guess so.
keeps the fucking thing together.
right. But I think, but the drummer's always like the first to go.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like just flaky, like Kiss. That was the first person they got rid of. Was
The
their
drummer from Def Leppard had one arm.
Well, they kept him. But a lot of other bands, like Pearl Jam, they've replaced their drummer 4 or 5 times.
I know nothing.
Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl was the drummer, and then he brought in a drummer, and he hated that guy, and he fired him. And then he brought in Taylor Hawkins, who died.
Dave Grohl, Nirvana.
Yes, same Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
He did both bands.
Well, before
Yeah.
Kurt killed himself.
Did he? Or was he murdered?
You said Diddy did it?
Yes, Diddy did do it.
Nah, Diddy did not kill Kurt Cobain. But we can start
But
that.
he blew up Kid Cudi's car, that's for sure. Allegedly. That's crazy that lawsuit came out from Sierra. Like, we'll just sidetrack.
You mean Cassie?
Yeah, Cassie, sorry.
You're getting your
I'm
women.
getting my light-skinned R&B singer women mixed up. Sorry, Cassie.
No, sorry, Sierra.
So, sorry to both of them, both ladies. They're both beautiful ladies, and they don't deserve me.
Which one would you rather have?
I couldn't answer that.
All right.
Or I won't.
All right. I know you
I
don't like
wouldn't-
black women. It's okay. No matter how light they are. Passable white, and you still won't like them? Jesus.
Oh,
All right, go ahead.
God damn it, Jeff. We've learned so much about me today. She released that lawsuit. She sued him for like $3 million.
3?
Yeah, it was
more like 30.
Was it 30? I just knew it was a 3. And he settled in a day.
Yeah.
But the stuff that came out was like Kid Cudi's car got blown up.
And months of other oils.
But what was funny though is like they found an interview of Kid Cudi being like, "Yeah, my car blew up one day," and it was just like a passing sentence.
Yeah.
Could you like if my car blew up tomorrow?
Right.
And Diddy blew it up, and I knew that because Kid Cudi knew that.
Yeah.
It's not like a passing sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm in the front page of everywhere all the time.
Jeff,
immediately.
you right now, person, if Diddy blew up your car,
like right now, yeah.
You think it's everywhere?
I don't know. Like he's still got ties. I'm sure he's still making phone calls.
Of course.
There's no way he doesn't have a burner phone.
Yeah.
Who knows how that got smuggled in? But
you really don't know how Diddy got that in there?
I know how phones get smuggled into prison. From I've heard. Allegedly. How is that not like the biggest thing that's ever happened to you besides your music? Like that's crazy, man. Like you're just like legit out there.
Well, you talking about how it's not everywhere that everyone knew about Kid Cudi's car getting blown up?
Yeah, now everybody knows, but nobody knew then.
But I feel like, and just, inside baseball stuff and where I've worked with media and in the news.
Famously, you were on TMZ.
And whereas I know that certain artists can call shots to be like, don't run this story. Yeah. And also, I can either help or hurt the credibility of this source. Right. And, let's just not run it. Or you can run it for X amount of time. Yeah. And we have to wait for another story. Or I can give you another story. Right. That I want you to run. And that will paint me in a different light.
What is it? LA Confidential.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
Guy Ritchie. Yeah.
That wasn't Guy Ritchie. You did LA.
No, I'm thinking about the actor that was in it.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie was in it. But that's similar thing. Like there's a lot of like Dan DeVito's wheeling and dealing, the stories and stuff. Of course, like that. Yeah, of
course. And then at that time, and where we are right now, it's even bigger. Whereas in there's so many different news outlets, but they all act at the same time. They'll talk to other editors at different other branches, like, hey, we got this story. Like, yeah, we've been sitting on it. Yeah. And like, all right, well let's all release it at this one time, and you get notifications. Everybody get the same. Just like when Luigi was caught. Like, we all heard at exactly the same time when Luigi got caught. It's funny saying that Luigi got caught. But
it's a me.
It's a you. But there's some standalone news outlets, but how credible they are, and sometimes like, oh, it's like the Inquirer or some things. And if you've been running quote unquote, I want to say shitty stories or
tabloid drama.
Yeah,
like, it's tabloid, so it's got its own category.
Which is why it's right next to the checkout aisle with all the junk food. So it's product placement. So you'd be like, oh, is there really aliens and alligators in the sewers type of stuff like that? So
look, the aliens are here now. They're in New Jersey.
Been here.
Like apparently just
been here.
Doing their thing
in the sea. They're in the sky.
I know. The funniest thing, I don't know like how much politics you watch or whatever, news conferences. So Trump had a news conference the other day, right? And they asked him about these drones over Jersey. And he's like, I know the military knows what's going on.
You have to do Trump if you're doing Trump.
I can't do Trump. I can't. I don't do. I'm not.
Don't stop believing.
Right. Don't stop believing. Very fine.
You're trying.
I'm trying. Now, see, but you put it in my head. I don't want to do that. But he was just like, the military knows what's going on, and he's like, and the president knows what's going on, and he's like, they haven't briefed me yet.
Joe knows what's going on.
Well, Joe doesn't know anything, but I was trying to be polite. And
I was just asking.
No, well, clearly he doesn't know anything. But and then he was like, they're not telling us for a reason. I don't know why yet.
He's gonna find out.
He is gonna find out. But it's just kind of like, oh man, like, what's going on? Right. So, yeah. But don't stop believing about these aliens. Don't stop believing about any of this. A lot of weird tangents today. I like that. I like talking to people. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
I just thought, it being such a popular song that, maybe some black people did know Don't Stop Believing. But I guess
this one knew about it Via Sopranos.
Via Sopranos, yeah.
And how long ago was that? So that's how I've known.
In like 2001.
So
2002.
I've known about Don't Stop Believing
for 20 years. Yeah, that's
bad.
Good. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good length.
I know the singer's name. You don't know the guitarist player's name.
I'll know after. I knew the bass player.
Randy. Well, got it.
Okay, so we added song lyrics. I'll put band members right alongside with.
Okay.
I don't think it matters for a lot of these.
Smell wine and cheap perfume.
I knew who directed Friday.
You did.
Yeah.
You still know.
Yeah.
You haven't forgotten.
Who directed Menace to Society?
Who directed?
Yeah.
Menace to Society. Oh, the Hughes Brothers.
Hughes Brothers.
Which famously got into it with Tupac because Pac was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was supposed to play the militant black Muslim guy who was in everybody's face the whole time.
Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Menace to Society. What do you like more, Friday or Menace to Society?
Two different movies.
They are, but like...
One's a comedy and one's a
drama. Yeah.
So, yeah, I like dramas and I like comedies.
What do you prefer more, comedies or dramas?
Depending on the mood I'm in.
Okay.
Like, I really like Penguin.
Yeah, I haven't finished. I'm halfway through.
Want me to not spoil some stuff for you?
Yes, I do not need to not spoil stuff for me.
All right.
I intentionally didn't watch reviews on it, so...
Good!
Yeah.
Go in and clean slate.
I did.
Go in and clean slate.
So,
it's
yeah,
really
we're halfway
good.
through. I know. I'm really enjoying it. There's a mob show for you.
Yeah, I'll depending on the mood, I'll bop back and forth.
I prefer dramas.
Why is that?
I just really like dramas. Like, I like comedy in shorter form.
Get you a frowny.
I will later. I like short form comedy, like half hour, 45 minutes, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Movies drag on. Usually they don't know how to end them.
Did you watch the Kevin Hart show on Peacock? Was it the highest? Oh, Fight Night.
No, not yet. Is it good?
It's good.
Well, Sam Jackson's in that too, right?
Sam Jackson, Clifton Powell. I mean, there's quite a few people in there.
Yeah. No, I will. It takes me a while to get to shows sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a year or two after they come out.
But I usually watching White Ass Penguin. I'm just.
Did you watch Reservation Dogs? How about that? Did you watch
Reservation or Reservoir?
Reservation Dogs. So that shows me that you don't know.
Reservation Dogs.
Yeah, it was on Hulu. It was a Native American show set on a reservation. Huh.
Sounds like another slave movie, which I'm not going to watch.
It wasn't a slave movie.
Okay.
Thank you very much. It was like, it hit close to home because, my mom was from a reservation. So.
Oh. Wouldn't Poltergeist, didn't they put the house on
a burial ground? That was the point of the movie, yeah. Oh, so you watched Poltergeist.
And the remake.
Oh my God! Did you know? No. So here's my claim to fame. Our tribe is the tribe from Pet Cemetery, the Micmac Indian. That's
word.
Literally, Stephen King was like, "What tribes were in Maine?" And he was like, "Oh, the Micmacs." Well, then that's the tribe that's gonna have your pets come back. That's not true. My dog never came back.
That is better.
Yeah. So you're a mess. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it,
bro.
You're gonna look at this camera and you're gonna put out your socials.
Hey, I'm Myke Anthony. If you like what I was talking about, please follow me at The Real Mike Jones, Mike with a Y, on IG, Myke Anthony on Facebook, YouTube channel, Myke Anthony with a Y. And Jeff, this is dope.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm Jeff Phipps. I'm at Jeffrey Phipps, JEFFERY__ on Instagram. The show is at Gimme A Song on every podcasting network and YouTube. We got a link tree. It's linktr.ee/Gimme A Song, GIMME A Song. And we close with this now. Tell your friends, tell your pets. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, appreciate you,
man.
Have
a good day.
Hell yeah. Jeffrey. Sorry.
I don't like the butter.
Of course, we all love missionary.
Yeah. Yeah. Got him.
Let's do it.
All right.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. It happened.
It happened. And we didn't lose anything. It recorded.